Hi, I'm Anna.
Hi, I'm Nisa.
He is my brother Carlos, and today we're gonna do an interview about being an adult.
Do you consider yourself an adult?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Well, first of all, I guess in 3 days I'm turning 28 years old, which is pretty much why I'm an adult in biologically speaking, but mentally speaking, I should say I'm an adult because I'm able. Well, first of all, I'm currently working and I'm a reliable and productive member of society. So, well, that's what society considers most of all one of the characteristics of being an adult, which I'm accomplished them. So, yes, I'm an adult.
At what age do you start considering yourself an adult?
Well, that's a tricky one because there's not such thing as certain age that when you need to turn an adult, because more than a biological process, it's a mental process, it's a psychological process. But in my particular case, I'll say I turn an adult as at 25 years old, because when you get a degree or a diploma of every university or whatever, there's sort of an end of an age when you stop being a student and start being a productive member of a society. Because once you get a degree, you mark a path your life will be following the rest of your life. And the decision of following on the right or the wrong way is all by yourself. It's all your decision. Decisions is what make you an adult.
What happened in your life that made you notice that you became an adult?
Well, being an adult is everything about changes. So the change I felt the most is not being interested in most of the things I used to be interested when I was a teenager or an adolescent. Everything became boring, everything became useless. For example, going on a club when I was 18 or 19 seems to be the best thing. But now it's just noisy and very expensive and pointless because, well, when you're a teenager, you're just trying to know new people or trying to have fun, but now you don't have time for any of those things, and pretty much you met the people you need to know, and you know exactly where you belong to. Even on the music, you only listen to music you used to hear, because now the new hits, the new music record seems to be boring or stupid.
Which are the advantages and disadvantages of being an adult?
Well, there's just one advantage. Just what advantage and what disadvantage? Well, the advantage is you have freedom. But the thing about freedom is that every single freedom is linked with a responsibility with it, which is the advantage of being an adult. You got more freedom, but instead you have more responsibilities. Take the example of a baby. A baby doesn't have any free will, doesn't have any freedom at all. Or a kid, their parents are always telling them what to do, what to say, how to eat, where to go. But instead, a kid doesn't have any worries of their life, only I don't know, maybe a little 15 minutes of homework, or which soccer game is he going to attend. There's such a few responsibilities a kid have or a teenager have. So I can say the advantage of being an adult is you have freedom, more freedom, but instead you get more responsibilities.
It's difficult to adapt yourself to an adult life.
Well, not that much, because we could say that every process, every change represents a difficulty, but Growing up and being an adult, I consider as a natural process. It's a process that every single person in the world is passing through it. We cannot stay child or teenagers forever, so we pretty much say our bodies are telling us to grow up, even our minds are telling us to grow up, the whole world is telling us to grow up. So if you don't grow up, you are against the current, you're against nature, you're against all. So what you need to do to being an adult is to follow the natural process, the biological process and psychological process that you're going through, and you're gonna be okay.
What are the characteristics that a person must have to be considered an adult?
I consider that the one real thing of being an adult, the thing that separates adults of non-adults, is the will to sacrifice your comforts to embrace responsibilities. As I said in a few questions before, let's take the example of the teenager taking a bad note on mathematics, on Spanish or on English signature. There's no big deal. They mess it up and there's nothing to be about, and there's nothing bad to feel about it. But when you're an adult, you don't have the capacity of messing up. You need to sacrifice a party, a nap, or whatever to take care of your responsibilities. And if you don't have the free will to embrace responsibilities, in my point of view, you're not an adult at all.
Teaching that your parents give you help to consider yourself on your own.
Absolutely. Parenthood and education are a key element of growing up as an adult. Because parents that used to babysit their sons all the time, that used to pamper them, or then they don't punish or they don't gave them the sense of justice or what is right or what is wrong, they used to grow up as an immature human being. Let's say the lady on their supermarket with the kid that is messing around all over the supermarket, and they don't say anything to them. Most of the time they used to grow up as criminals, or that people that just don't have the conception of authority or of things that are right or wrong. So I guess not only in my case, or in every single case, parenthood is a key. As I said before, it's a key of growing up as an adult, as a good adult.
Do you like being an adult?
Yes, I do being an adult, and the main reason I like being an adult is because that's the season of my life, that's the part of my life I'm living on. When you don't enjoy the part of the life you're living on, is because you didn't improve the other parts of your life. Let's say the one guy that was a teenager and didn't enjoy and didn't do the things that needed to do on that time. These guys always wanted to go back in time and live again those experiences without enjoying the current season of his life he's living on. So the main advice for you is to live the part of the life that you are. For example, do the things that a 15-year-old girl is supposed to do, instead of trying to be older or younger. And that's the main key of enjoying being an adult or being a teenager or whatever part of your life you are on it.
Okay, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.